Hello, it's me. I am here. I am tired. But I'm here. It is time for point and click detectiving. We're playing second chapter of Lacuna, a sci-fi noir adventure, which was released last year. December 21st, 2021. I can say that when it's sitting on this screen. So we completed the first act, and then we finally got our sitting achievement. So today the aim is to complete the second act and catch the bomber, and those are my achievements that I need to get for the random to-do list. Hey, Vicky. It is hot. It is hot. There's 26 in here, which is hotter than the last time I complained about it being hot. So yeah, my brain is malfunctioning. Digitales and Assemble Entertainment present Lacuna. Yeah, my glasses are mucky. I should probably actually clean them. Oh, Lady Marguerite and the kitties. Okay, apparently we're 44, but there's like 4 acts. It says there's 4 acts. Or 3 acts. Okay, there's 3 acts. How can I be 44% of the way through? Well, we might get... I don't know. Okay, so we did 3 hours. Maybe another 3 hours will complete us the game, won't we? We shall have to see. We'll see where we are when we complete the second act. We had just caught a sniper who killed a dignitary who was on like a peace talks type mission thing. There's trade going on.
Waking up in the early evening was disorienting. I sat up on my bed and allowed the memories from the previous night to pour back in. Banny's body, the hotel, Lila, the shootout. I tried to put it all in an order that made sense and got on my way back to work. A hint of the good mood that had overcome me outside of the villa returned. Once again, it stemmed from what had made me join the CDI many years ago. The feeling of doing something instead of taking a back seat and waiting for death. There was a time when a lack of purpose threatened to consume me, lurking underneath meaningless daily routines and self-doubt sabotaging everything I did. Walking among the people outside, I felt even more alienated than usual. It was like they lived in another reality. Many were just getting out of work, looking to do some shopping, meet a friend, have a drink.
Hi,
Maybe I would
Dan!
find my way back to that reality one day. I wanted to, yet at the same time hated the thought of it.
I am tired. Surprised? It's a bit to no surprise. That is the shortest cigarette smoke ever. If we were petting him or feeding him. Less hunting, more I know what I need to do. So I'm playing the game because it's a cool game. You had your first haircut in 2.5 years? Oh my god. I feel like we need pictures if you're okay with sharing. Did Milo have a reaction to your haircut? It's also inquiring minds want to know. that? We have smoked eight cancer sticks that don't cause cancer in this universe. Got a lot of news. Had some emails. Got some clues. Some blogs. Got a glossary. And what I wanted to see was, do we have the controls? Thank you very much. Sprint, interact, toggle, investigate. Toggle cell. Toggle highlights. Excellent. So this lets us do the interesting investigate thingy. He's not noticed the difference. Oh, bless. Nose. I can share my annoyances with long hair. Getting it caught in my bag strap was my main one. And then getting annoyed with it overnight. So I tied it back. And then it would just be like, I hate it tied back, but then when it's not tied back, it's annoying. What is up with all the video screens? Oh. Hello, fellow citizens. We are the liberators, defenders of progress and reason. These values have been integral to our society for centuries. But lately, they have increasingly come under threat. Religious radicals calling themselves the Savient Front are aiming to establish a theocratic government on Drovia. The Savient faith is based on superstition and rejects science, to the point where it endangers the lives of everyone under its thumb. We all saw 4 decades ago what happens today, when a Savient star is left to its own devices. We can't let history repeat itself. We demand President Robertson end this madness now. Let a stop to all its independence talks and reinstate Fulgarian something or other. Rule. We remove the radical Savient Joseph Banny to get it started. Oh, if you do not start implementing measures to meet our demands, more Savient lives will be spent to protect our collective future. The Savient population on Gara will be taken hostage until the Garian population on Drovia is guaranteed its freedom. We must stand up for them if our government won't. Await our next move within 48 hours. Won't be as silent as the first one. Okay. Got longer than mine. Mine was down, you can't see it, the base of my spine. That's how long I used to have my hair, and I hated it. Conrad, did you see that? Yeah. It was on screens all across the city. Come to HQ immediately. Well, that's where I was going. I mean, during pandemic, it was like about down here. Like boob level. But I just don't like it long. Never liked it long, particularly. I mean, I liked it long when I was younger, but don't like it long now. And I hate it when it gets floofy, but short hair suits me, so. Needs cutting again, but hey. Cool. Ooh, it's all nicely trimmed. I like it. Bonus puppy shot as well. It's very distinguished. Oh god, I understand that. Yeah, when I was Yeah, I've had it as a... I don't like it as a bob. It has to be layered, because I have too much hair and it's thick. Gary, what are you doing out here? Thinking. Strange Alice City looks the same as always, as if nothing happened. But that's a good thing, right? Fucking Liberators, ridiculous name. Rumour are they liberating us? From an handful of superstitious lowers? Pathetic bullshit. Oh. I don't know what it said then. Not like we're letting some religious fanatics take over the solar system. Somehow we didn't know anything about those fuckers before anyone else. One more thing we missed. At least we booked the sniper and his associate. They're both being interrogated downstairs. So far, they're not very cooperative. Super secret sharing. Do we at least know who they are? We scanned him. Sniper's a complete ghost. He got a fake ID right before he checked into that hotel. Other guy is a businessman from Drovia. His name is Abraham Gonzalez. He's a CEO of a company called PALB. They manufacture Tillium-based battery... not Tillium. Telenium-based batteries. Both the guy and his company seem harmless. No criminal record. Strange. Why would someone from Drovia help an anti-Drovian terror organisation? I have no clue. What about the woman? Any updates on her? Nothing so far. But we do have another lead. Sato is trying to find out where the announcement was broadcast from earlier. But the most important lead are those two douchebags in our basement. You have a way with words, comrade. Get down there and see if you can get them to talk. Will do. Did we secure that drive the sniper tried to hand over? Yeah. And what's on it? About that. The chief said the Attorney General seized it. She said she had to evaluate if we have the required clearance level. The AG? Are you kidding me? That's a crucial piece of evidence. We need it. Suppose they'll let us in on it soon. There's no time to waste. We have to assume the next attack is less than 48 hours away. The higher-ups know what they're doing. You think? Let it go, comrade. Go talk to the chief yourself if you have a problem. And one more thing. There's an article about Gonzalez's company in the news today. You might want to download it and have a look. Cool. So, this is our boss. And we found out that our boss's 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 boss basically got hoodwinked by a hooker and sensitive data was stolen. So we told our boss because chain of command. And our boss's 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 boss was not happy. Not happy at all. But I think we did the right thing. So, you know. Right, what was it I missed when I was... Every single institution on this planet upholds the freedom of our people and their values. There we go. It's so easy to accidentally... Forgot what Dan looked like. Oh, bless. Brains are weird. Right. Power Up battles bankruptcy. J Times. Report by Adam Lee. So it's the 4th of May, 1840 now. No, still. Okay. So what you're saying is Dan needs to stream. It's no secret that the Drovia-based Power Up, one of the planet's most important battery producers, has been facing monetary difficulties for several months now. Technological developments over the last few years made telenium the most efficient material to build high-performance batteries, overtaking lithium and others by far when it comes to battery life and weight. However, since Drovia is a Garian colony with no economic autonomy, Power Up doesn't have the right to buy its telenium directly from the mining companies based on Drovia. The latter are forced to sell the resource to Gara, which in turn sends the telenium to all companies processing the material, including those on Drovia. In light of this development, it has become increasingly difficult for non-Garian companies to keep prices competitive. This has put Power Up, like many others, in an increasingly difficult spot. It did not come as a surprise, therefore, when its CEO and founder, Abraham Gonzalez, publicly supported the cause of the Drovian fight for independence last week, which makes sense. As representative of the Association of Drovian Electrics Companies, he accompanied Mr. Bani on his business trip to Gara to defend the interests of his industry during the discussions between Drovia and Garia. He was involved in the assassination of Minister Bani. So that's interesting. So it's green because I don't have anything to hide. I mean, that's also because Joe plasters her face all over the internet, so, you know. Oh, hello. Oh, yes, we're supposed to go to the basement. Hey, Holloway, I've been told our guests are eagerly awaiting me. They sure are. I suggest you talk to Gonzalez first. It's the usual rich guy crap with him. He's going to be surrounded by lawyers in a few hours. At that point, it's going to be hard to get any more out of him. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why is it that people can just buy their way out of here? Hang on. Is this the right way around? I have to do the finger thing. There we go. I'm an emoji. I'm not going to drink this. It's absolutely boiling, but... Voila! Real life emoji! Oh, yay, Milo haircut. Oh, I bet he looks adorable. We're lucky he's from Drovia, so he doesn't have a lawyer here yet. But he does have a Drovian lawyer on the line right now. He's going to annoy the hell out of you. Hello. Hi, Duncan. How are you doing? LARP. He's somewhere in space and there's a communication delay of about 30 seconds from what I understand. So if you want answers, you better have a strategy to make him talk quickly. Because you can be sure that lawyer's going to shoot your questions down once they reach his ears. He's also going to call you on your bluffs, so be careful. Got it, thanks. Saito did some digging and compiled a number of documents that could be useful for your interrogation. First, he gathered some basic information on Gonzalez and put it on the pinboard over there. Take a look at it with your AR module. Second, he pulled a list with all incoming and outgoing calls from Gonzalez's phone. I'll send that to your cell. Give it a read. If you have any more evidence that incriminates our guy, go over it before you go in. I will, thank you. You're welcome. Let me know when you're ready. Okay. Alright. Move my phone before it lands up on my lap. Place of. Date of birth, 1719. Place of birth, New Joran. Civil status, single. Faith, Savient. Place of residence, Drovia, Sector 1, since 1830. So, yeah. Ibrahim Richard Kenneth Gonzalez. Formation. Oh, okay. He's got a degree in engineering from the Piston College for Engineering and Business. Training on Drovia. Foundation of Power Up. Got a D grant for young founders in 1820. Since then, he's been the CEO of Power Up. Interesting. Cool. Okay, and we got a thingy. We got an email. Okay, cell records, ID. We've got incoming call, outgoing call. 10 and 10, either side of it. Anonymous, outgoing call. Incoming call, outgoing call, anonymous, incoming call. And incoming call. Okay, those probably match up with some shit that we already had. I'd forgotten. 8:30. So it's likely that 8 o'clock call might be the sniper guy. But the guy was shot sometime. Oh yeah, and we have a daughter. Just for, you know. So... remember exact times of things, so... Traffic data. We don't actually have the traffic data. Where is the... what time it was shot? Well... we possibly have more stuff. I mean... I don't actually know if we can go anywhere else, so... Ooh, hello. Oh, it's a chair. Oh, I thought it was something I could interact with. It was a chair. Just if I've got any other evidence, you see, it might be useful to get it before the interview, and then I can trap it. Okay. Rest assured, we know what we're doing. Didn't question that, but the data is one of the most important pieces of evidence we have right now. The Liberator said that the next attack will take place in 48 hours. That's pretty damn soon. We really need to take that into account, if everything we've got, if we want to catch those guys in time. I already told you that the contents of that stick won't help you find them. How can you say that? Having a better idea of your enemy's motivation is always important. And you know that. You yourself were director of the CDI for over a decade. Liam, please. I've got a lot on my plate right now. I don't have time to discuss this over and over again. Data is about something that happened during your time at the CDI, isn't it? What are you talking about? I looked at my cell's history and saw which folder that woman navigated to. I don't have the access rights, but I'd really like to know what is in there. There's a lot going on in 1800. Let me be very clear, Liam. Can't work with a chief who doesn't trust my judgment and questions my orders. We've been doing this a long time, Amelia. I deeply respect everything you've done for the Garian state, but as CDI chief, I see it as my duty to protect all Garian citizens. Sure, that's in your better interest as well. I don't have time for this now. I'll let you know what the next steps are going to be. Good evening, Agent. Good evening, Chief. Agent Conrad. How can I help you? What's the AG doing here? We had a little discussion. about a plan of action. Nothing you have to worry about, though. Was it about the data? Honestly, I don't understand why parts of the puzzle are being kept from us. It makes no sense. I agree. Listen, comrade, I'm currently trying to find out what that data is about and why we don't get access. Don't you have a suspicion, at least? You know what was on your cell when it was accessed. The data was on the CDI network and apparently was something I don't normally have access to. Till I know exactly what we're looking at, I'd like to ask you to respect the chain of command. I'm getting an important call any second. We can talk later. Okay. Where are my objectives? Prepare the interrogation. Ooh, we got an email though. Oh, an update is in. Oh, okay. Apparently, I can update my body. I don't understand. God, I love the mic filter. Some very noisy people outside right now. And it's making it incredibly helpful that it is not. Okay, you may have heard the very noisy motorcycle. Briefly. But it's great that doesn't come through because it's really quite loud. I mean, it's kids playing, so I don't have a problem with kids playing. I have a problem with a really loud motorcycle. But I'm glad that kids have the space to play because there's no parked cars, so, you know. Right, so are you ready? Well, as ready as I'll ever be. I am. Alright, I'll lock the door. Good luck. Talk to Gonzalez. Hello, Mr. Gonzalez. I'm Agent Conrad. I already talked to your colleagues. I didn't do anything illegal. You don't have a right to keep me here. I'm a citizen of Drovia, and you have no evidence against me. We could keep you here for 24 hours, even if we didn't have evidence, but we do. Let's start with your associate. What do you know about Boyd and the data he brought you? He is not my associate. I didn't even know he was called Boyd. Listen, Miss Gonzalez. Interesting. I mean, I'm not gonna bluff. Oh, it's fine. It's kids, so they'll go to bed soon, right? It's what they do. At least it's not noisy parties. It's just kids playing. They're having fun. It's hot outside. You know. I just wish I could install one of the filters on my brain. Okay, so I think he talked to him last night. I know you had a phone call with him last night. We have Boyd on record talking about the handover of some data storage module at Juris Plaza. He explicitly said that he called the person he was going to meet at 11 last night. Ooh, we have a call at 11. Oh, fuck. Have a call at that exact time from... I need to go back in my VOD. Right. You have an incoming call from Anonymous. An anonymous number. And you did show up to the meeting at Juris Plaza this morning. All this proves beyond a reasonable doubt that you have worked with Banny's murderer. Okay, listen, I got paid to fetch the stick. I was just following instructions. I had no idea who I was meeting with, and I still don't know what's on that stick. Good evening, Miss Agent Conrad. My name is Jim Miller. I am Mr. Gonzalez's lawyer. Nice to meet you. I'm trying to imitate static. It's not going very well. Team of legal professionals is on its way to advise my client. Until then, he won't answer any of your questions. Who paid you? You heard my lawyer. I'm not supposed to talk to you before my legal team arrives. Okay, listen, Mr. Gonzalez, I've heard that your company needs Dorovian... Yeah, there was an article. I read it. I'm fairly certain it's Drovian Tillian. Drovian... Drovian... Oh, it's not lithium anyway. We're just not going to bluff. Publicly supported the Drovian fight for independence, and you support Drovian independence. Publicly stated your support for the Drovian fight for independence. So I'd actually be surprised if you were involved in Banny's assassination. You have the opposite of a motive. Yet here we are, but you still have a chance to clear your name. You help us crack the case, the public might never learn about your connection with Banny's murderer. Shit, I told you I don't know anything. I was contacted anonymously a few weeks ago, shortly after I booked my flight to Gara. I was told to pick up a strange storage module here and send its contents out on my way back home. Send it where? They were going to contact me. I have no means of reaching them. Who are they? I really don't know. I really truly don't know. The person who contacted me spoke Drovian. That's all I can say. Wait, so whoever put you up to this is Drovian? Why would they work with an anti-Drovian terror group? I don't know, but I'm 100% sure they were from Drovia. I got paid to do it and not ask questions. My company really needs a cash injection right now. Mr. Gonzalez, I urge you to stop answering questions before your legal team arrives. You are complicating things for yourself and for us. My God, calm down. It's not like I've said anything that incriminates me. Literally everything you've said incriminates you. But he's right. I wait for my legal team to arrive. Fine. I think that went well. Thank you very much, VOD, for filling in the gaps. Bless Twitch and its ability to watch the VOD while you're streaming. It is useful indeed. Right. Okay, dokes. Anything in here? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. So how did it go? You didn't seem to know much, which is itself interesting. Well, it's more than nothing. Good luck with the other one. He's a tough nut to crack. Hasn't said a single word yet. Not sure if he has emotional reaction to anything. We know nothing about the guy. He's a complete ghost. If you have any evidence that could be useful, though, you should go over it before you talk to him. Let me know when you're ready. Okay. I mean, prepare the interrogation. I mean... Do we have anything? Do we have anything? I mean, I've been in the thing, so basically... oh, well, we should have a look, so it's on the VOD. So... Wealth gap, Joseph Banny, independent economy, history to go. Sector 2 incident. Any symbolic visits. Something weird. I don't know. This feels weird, that does, the enhancement update. It's call records again. Dangerous people. This is going to be relevant. Gave the rifle to Zora. Wait. 8:30. Interesting. I'm assuming more clues that we get there. Factions of Federation. Liberators. People. Catherine, Laura. I love that. My ex-wife, I still have her last name. His name is Diaz and... Okay, CEO. Gonzalez. AG. Something dodgy with the AG, definitely. My home, the planet where... Garas, the planet where things originally... So, Peruvian has a Garan colony. Milon is the moon. 6 planets. New Duran, first fully terraformed planet. Yeah. Okay, well, we're as ready as we're gonna be. Yes. I am. Alright, I'll open the door. Good luck. I'll talk to Boyd. Hello, Mr. Boyd. Do you have a last name, or is that your last name? Alright, Mr. Boyd. Then I'm Agent Conrad. You made quite a mess out there. Shooting Joseph Banny put you at the top of our most wanted list overnight. Oh, I forgot to ask, how is everybody else doing? He was blathering on about me, and how's everyone else doing? I may have asked. I know about the haircut and stuff, but yes, how's everyone else doing? It's Thursday already, and I'm not quite sure how that happened. Your friends just announced their next big project, and you're uniquely qualified to help us get ahead of it. What do you know about the Liberator's plans? Okay. How about this? What's Zora's role in all this? Zora? That's right, Zora, the woman you met last night. Don't know any Zora? I know you do. Where did you take that data stick from her? You told her there was a change of plans she didn't know about. Was that true? Did you trick her into giving you the data? Did you want it for yourself? Or did you want to protect her by going to the handover in her stead? You two seem to care about each other. So I'm sure you want to know how she's doing. What about this? I tell you what I know about her, and you tell me what you know about the Liberators. You go first. Alright, you'll be happy to hear that we don't know her whereabouts. She wasn't at Juris Plaza when we got you, and for all we know, she's leading a happy criminal existence. It's your turn. Who's behind the Liberators? Don't know. Never met them, they just paid me. Who paid you? I answered your question. Errand! Yay for errands. Fair enough, all this was fun. Let's do it again sometime. Was that useful? I feel like that wasn't useful. Don't know where Saito is though. I should hydrate. It's just quite hot right now, and I need to pee. So, let me just pause. I saved 29 minutes ago. Right, we haven't saved yet. I'll be back in a few minutes, 2 minutes, and then I'll have my tea. And I'm back. She's still really hot. Okay, not too bad. Right. Evening, Neil. Hey, Saito, how's it going? I'm not going to lie, that video is a little upsetting. I don't do iced tea, and I haven't put any cold brew in. I was thinking about it, but it was raining, so I didn't pre-prep, and it takes like 24 hours, or at least 12 hours. So if I put some in tonight, I'll have cold brew tomorrow, and I'm sure it'll be about 10 degrees. Mostly I am just exhausted. I peopled yesterday. I peopled and I crashed so hard afterwards. I got home at like 9. Caught the end of Jesse's race as he won. Yay. Very happy about that. And then just crashed on the sofa. Watched 2 episodes of Severance, got very confused. Decided it was creeping me out, and then had a bath. And read my book. But yeah, today I got stuff done, but I also had a nap. Because exhausted. And everything aches. So we sat on the ground. Too old to sit on the ground. It was lovely weather though, and it was really nice. I had fun when I was there. It just, it just killed my battery, and my battery is not recharged. I mean, I'm always really happy when I'm with people. It's really great, and I'm really happy, and I'm not tired, and it's great. And I'm like, yay, I should do this all the time. And then I get home. And then I'm like, I am never peopling again. But I have to people again next week because we have another work thing. This time with all of the work peoples, not just my team. That was just my team last night and I just peopled out. This is why I don't make plans. So yeah, I am quite tired. Quite tired. But tea is comforting. And honestly, I drink hot tea when it's hot because it makes no difference to my core temperature. I mean, I know that my religion is strange to some people on Gara, but an anti-Savient terror group, that's something else. Should I be worried about wearing my scarf in public now? I think these people are idiots, and I'm sure the vast majority of Garans agree with me. I know. Hey, I also have some good news. I found out where the Liberators video is broadcast from. It's a company called AdSpot. They own most of the billboards in the city. You want an ad played, you go to them. Took a shot in the dark and checked ongoing police operations in the centre. What do you know? Someone at AdSpot made an emergency call tonight. Apparently an intruder forced their way into their server room and gained access to a computer. Made contact with the local police department. They sent 2 officers who secured the scene and are waiting for you to come have a look. Fast as lightning, Saito. Great work. Well done. Comrade and I will go to AdSpot and have a look around. We really need to get ahead of this one and prevent another attack. Why don't you follow up on some leads while we're gone? Trace the perp's payment to the hotel as well as the mysterious transaction to the escort. Maybe we can find out where the sniper's accomplice got her face changed. Comrade, I'm taking off from the roof. Want to hitch a ride? You know I don't. What? Go from the roof? We're worth a try. Meet the AdSpot then. Maybe we're afraid of heights or flying. So we're going to go get the train. I need some fresh air. I'll come with you, Gary. Oh, my Pikmin got excited and I thought I had a thing. I did not have a thing. So, oh, I can't. That's the window. I can't go out the window. I also can't go up any further at this place, so that's all the information we've got here. God, looks like he's wearing a face mask. No news. Lots of dating adverts. Why are there lots of dating adverts? I'm burning a new candle because my Tutti Frutti one finished, and then it smoked, so that my place smelled smoky. So I thought I'd put a new candle on. So I picked one called Plum Sake, which has a lovely fruity smell. And then I was thinking, why can I smell alcohol?
During the train ride,
Because
every
sake
screen
is
in the city
alcohol,
had been
Joe.
playing news reports about the Liberators' announcement. They were the first violent domestic terror group with a political motive in recent Garian history. But there was something else that struck me about them. This wasn't the usual MO of a conservative group trying to maintain the status quo. It felt much more like revolutionaries hoping to effect change by resorting to drastic measures.
You did a cricket? Interesting. How was the cricket? How's the berry mochi? I still haven't burnt my Easter egg one. I should probably do that. But more glass lying outside than inside, so it's broken from the other side. It's Officer Wong! And he seems pretty nervous about his boss. Hey, comrade, this is Officer Wong, my colleague Neil Comrade. Thank you for filling me in, officer. We'll take it from here. Comrade, the security guard who called the police is still inside. Let's go. Fruity and a bit savoury. So that'll be like my fruity wine, which doesn't smell like red wine, thank God, because that would have been a disaster. I don't like. So it eliminates one of my favourite casseroles that I like to make, but can't stand the smell of hot red wine at the moment. Or at least I couldn't last year. I don't know whether that will make a difference now. Yeah. Fruity wine. I was like, why do I smell alcohol? I'm so confused. I also got my new candle. Love is love. They're doing a Pride promotion type thing. So I'm like, of course I'm going to get it because it's like vanilla and starfruit or something. I don't know. No, it's not vanilla and starfruit. But anyway, it was I want a calendar that is love. A candle that is love. But I have quite a few candles right now. Like, we're talking like 16. And they're not Molly Ringwald. Works for a security firm named Cox that was contracted by AdSpot to monitor their offices at night. I already informed their CEO, Albert Cox, about the intrusion. Rather his secretary. She told me he's been at a business meal since 1730, but she's asked him to return to the office for questioning soon. First, let's hear what the guard has to say. Not an addict, it's my special interest. It's one of my special interests. Not panicking, you being careless. I want you to promise me that you stay home today, okay? The officers are here. I'll call you back later. Good evening, Mr. Brown. We need to ask you a few questions. Officers, I don't really understand how it happened. I was just getting coffee in here, and then... I mean, I can't have an eye on all the rooms at the same time, right? It wasn't my fault. What about security cameras? Calm down, sir. We're not accusing you of anything. My boss won't be happy at all when he hears about this. Could you tell us what happened from the start? The broadcast began around 1800. Where were you at that time? As I said, I'd left my post at the front desk for a short break and was having a coffee in here. I heard the sound of shattering glass and I ran looking for the noise. Oh. Sounds really cool. When I arrived in the server room, I saw the broken window and the video playing on screen. Stopped the broadcast as quickly as I could. It all took a few seconds. Hold on. They managed to climb in, log into the computer and start that video within a few seconds. It seems that way. Did you see anyone when you entered the server room? No, it was empty. I went to look outside, but they were already gone. So to be clear, the video could have only played for a few seconds. No more than 10. And if you stop it here, it immediately stops everywhere. Yeah, the screens across the city just mirror the ones in here. Look, my boss will say it's all my fault, but I swear to you Okay. Thank you. That's all for now. Comrade, I'm sending a to your cell. Have a look around and see if you can find out who started that broadcast. Who are you? Excuse me, Mr. Brown. Okay. about tonight? Did you leave the building at any time? Only one time, when I went looking for the intruder and I came right back. Did anyone enter the building except for you? Just me and whoever started the broadcast. Can I go home now? My wife's the Savient, and after that video today, I'm afraid you'll have to stay a little longer and help us find the people behind all this. I feel better if I was with her, but... I see. Anything else you want to know? Okay, I'll go back and read the thing that I accidentally skipped. What's your relationship with your boss? Honestly, I can't say he likes me. I think he's been looking for a reason to fire me for a while. I think I only got the job because one of his top men vouched for me. I see. That's all for now. Alright, so what was it he said? Logs. I feel better if I was with her. Called her earlier and told her to stay home, but she wouldn't listen. Oh. The broadcast was started by Brown Coxmore Chen. Brown Coxmore Chen. Okay, well I don't know who any of those people are and I don't have my button yet, so I haven't got enough evidence. Dating Elite. Okay. Neil, a new message is waiting for you on Dating Elite. Make sure to check it soon. The Dating Elite team. So, we had a Beyond Body Beauty. I wonder if someone's sending a spam which has code in it. Ooh, okay. An update is available for your following body enhancements. Eyes plus, thighs plus, chest plus. Okay. And then also a message from Dating Elite. Either that or they're just adding in some cool things. We've walked a lot of steps. I don't understand what the top line is. Maybe it's like weather, but then what's the 22 minutes, 26 minutes thing? Okay. There's a sofa. We've already got the sofa achievement, but we should always try all the sofas. Come to me when you find something. Okay, so let's go talk to... Right, what's that? Ah! Here we are. Security information. This is an Affy's A420 door card scanner. People are logged in every time they pass through the door. The model doesn't distinguish between people entering or leaving the building. Records between 4 AM and 7 PM. Paris cleaning services entered and exited. Jim Chan entered at 6, left at 4:55. Lisa Schmidt entered at 8, left at 12:30, came back at 1, left at 4:30. Niles Boots came in at 8:05, left at 1:20, came back at 1:45, left at 4:40. And then Cox Security Services in at 5, I'm guessing, out at 55. In at 6, out at 6. He's lying to us. He was out for like 55 minutes. Or someone used a card to come in. Any help? Okay. Zora. Yes, Zora. Okay, what's that? Ooh. Hey, Saito, could you do me a favor? Of course, shoot. There's a presence center at there's a presence sensor at the entrance of AdSpot's server room. Any chance you can pull its data from around the time the broadcast was started? Give me a second, I'll check. Got access, but the sensor doesn't store any names. However, I could provide you with a list of every time someone passed through that door around 6 o'clock. Great, that would be helpful. Alright, sending it to you now. Remember that the sensor reacts every time someone uses the door, no matter if they're going in or out. Gotcha. Talk to you later. This must be the computer they used to broadcast the video. Looks like someone smashed the server room window, but it said there was more glass on the outside than the inside, so it's more likely they went out that way. Okay, presents. 1756, 1801, 1802. Okay. So it's related to those last three thingamies. Okay, well. Let's go talk to Liason in here. Excuse me, Mr. Brown. Anything else you want to know? About those door cards. I see that you'd already used door cards to enter next to the building. Yeah, Cox Security has 2 door cards for AdSpot. This one and another one in a locker at our office. Aha, someone had a security card. Then. Only our boss, me, and the other guard assigned to AdSpot can open it. They're not personalised or anything. We just grab one at HQ before we come here. Who's the other guard? His name's James Moore. He's been working for the boss a long time. We alternate shifts here at AdSpot. Today's my turn. I see. That's all for now. Right. Okay. Well, maybe he's not lying, Liason. But that would explain... Must be clues. Okay, broken glass. Card reader, computer, window. So, Moore, Chen, Brown, Cox. Who's Chen? James Moore. Albert Cox is the CEO. He's the other security guard. Employee. Well, I don't know who Chen is. Right. Okay. So... Interesting. Right, so someone came in. He came into the building at 5. And then he had his coffee thing. Someone else came into the building at, like, 6 minutes 2 or something, 5:02. And then went into the server room and exited through the doorway because it's got Gary going... No, not Gary. Brown going in and out. And then in and outside. So it must be someone, and if the boss has been at dinner, then it has to be this other guy, and I have no idea who Chen is, so there we go. Talk to Gary. Took a look at the broken window. There's a lot more glass laying outside than inside. I'm pretty sure it's smashed from the inside, not the outside. How's your ribs muscle, intercostal, how's your intercostal muscle? And how are you, more importantly? Inside, not the outside. You're saying that they broke the window to get out and not in. Exactly. I think that whoever started that broadcast walked in through the front door, played the video, smashed the window, climbed through it, and ran away. Yay! That's good to hear. Why break the window at all, then? Probably to conceal the real way they got in. If our perp entered through the front door, they must possess an AdSpot door card. Yay! For pain generally being gone. That leaves us with a limited circle of suspects, apart from the employees of AdSpot. 3 people from Cox Security have access to door cards as well. Cox himself, Brown, and his colleague Moore. Oh, I feel the exhausted, but I've managed to somehow trick my brain into a routine of streaming. So if I don't manage to trick it out of it, I stream whether I'm tired or not. And yeah, I also wanted to find out what's happening with the game. I think my candles was going to make me a little drunk. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I am very tired. Also, I kind of want sugar. Did have a cookie earlier. But I also kind of want a chocolate bar. Maybe in a bit. I should hydrate more first. Yeah, it's colleague Moore. Moore works here as well. He and Brown take turns in surveilling the facility. Any idea which of them started the video? Yeah, someone with a Cox security door card entered the building at 17:55, shortly before the broadcast began. Can't have been Brown. He passed by the door, 3 times since he arrived, which places him inside. Couldn't he have climbed back in through the broken window to avoid the scanner at the door? No, there's evidence from the data at the server room door. Saito pulled it for me. There's another scanner there. Only 2 other people have access to security to Cox's door cards, James Moore and their boss. Cox has been at a business meal since 5:30, so Moore is the only suspect left. You don't stream? No, I think you streamed once. You should stream more. It's a good way to play games. I mean, you don't have to. You've been on my stream. You were a voice in my ear. You have a big hole in my leggings, which I thought I'd sewn up, but obviously not. Good work, Conrad. I'll send a unit to arrest him immediately. You and I should pay his boss a visit and see what he has to say. Should be back at his office by now. Send you Cox's address. Get to the train. I'll meet you there. Roger that. Enter the train. Yeah, so it doesn't say which card is which, but that makes sense. Because he's I never saw the... Yes, because he's not... That was the other thing I missed to say. That he's not actually outside the building right now, so yeah. Never say never on you streaming. You have, but we've also played games together. Also, that makes it sound creepy. Just to be clear. Hey, Saito! Good news. I managed to crack the cell of that businessman, Abraham Gonzalez. I found a deleted message that is extremely interesting. Seems someone hired him to fetch the data module on Gara. I was going to send it to my cell. Here's the kicker. The message was sent from the Mercurius network. I don't know what that means. The Mercurius network is only accessible to really big companies. They have to be publicly traded and count more than 10,000 employees. What's more, the message was sent by a highly encrypted channel of the network. These are exclusively accessible to high-ranking executives. That means that whoever sent this message to Gonzalez is someone high up at a big company. Not just high up, it practically has to be the CEO. I mean, don't feel the pressure, Leaky, but, you know, you always have the cool technical effects. Your streams look really professional. That's why I'm always like, you should stream more, but no one has any obligation to stream, but if you do, I will watch. Good job, Saito. Sounds like a solid lead. I'll forward you that message and a list of all the companies in the solar system that match the criteria. I'm also opening a sheet about who is behind the Liberators. Oh, and one more thing. I managed to extract a message from the sniper's cell. Looks like he sent it to the woman who stole the data from our chief. You might want to have a look at that as well. I'll forward it to your cell. Yeah, unless you stream when I'm asleep. Copy that. Talk to you later. What, no one here would stream while I was asleep? Okay. List of companies. So, Gustator, Wajabi and Son. So, we've got processed food, plutonium mining, Dyson Enterprises, which is Telenium, My, Hamura, Farmer and More, Prexidite, Blue Sky, Hinobi, Hammer Metals. So there's Monex. There's the 2 people that are literally there already. Forward our deal. Mr. Gonzalez, as promised, I am sending you more detailed instructions for your mission on Gara. At 8:30 in the morning, you will wait for your contact person at the big fountain on Juras Plaza. She will hand you a data stick that you will take with you when you leave the planet in the evening. As soon as you have left the Garia network, you will be provided with the exact address to send the data to. As agreed, you are strictly forbidden from asking questions or trying to find out what the data is about. Discretion is of utmost importance in this mission. As soon as the module is in my possession, the agreed upon fees will be transferred into your bank account. Okay. Zora, you've probably figured out by now that I lied to you about Williams asking me to take care of the handover. Pretty sure he is mad as hell. Williams asking me to take care of it. I'm mad as hell, I'm sorry for that. Thing is, I have a bad feeling about this whole mission. I really couldn't stand it if he got hurt. We promised each other that this was the last job we would accept and that afterwards we would get out of it all. However, over the last few days I realised that going back to normal after all these years scares the shit out of me. I'm not like you. What I'm trying to say is if I don't get out of this, I want you to quit nonetheless and do what we were planning to do. Oh, they're in love or something. I'm sure it will make you happy. Maybe not immediately, but surely after a while. If everything goes as planned, I'll be with you in no time. And I'm sure I'll find a way to get used to normal life. If it doesn't, don't look back and don't come looking for me. Bite. Aww. So, Williams. Do we know a Williams? We don't have the names of the people right there. Where's me clues? Where did it live again? Wait, where's my list of people? I mean, you could just have a dog cam. Where did it live again? Ridiculous. Dyson. Okay. Abbott Dyson. Dan Kim. Okay, so neither of those are called Williams. The Liberators. The name of the company behind the Liberators is... They are based on, they belong to the sector and specialize in. Okay, so computer cells meet Telenium Plutonium research, robotic surgery. I'm going to go with Telenium mining, Drovia. Oops. And I don't know right now. Dyson was one of the things. Dog can. Hehe. Dog cam. But I don't have a thingy to submit that yet, so. Is there any news? Hello, Gary. Comrade, I'm having car troubles, but he'd be there soon. Car troubles, huh? Save it, comrade. This is literally the first time you got somewhere faster than me. While you're waiting, you could swing by the restaurant where Cox presumably had dinner and check his alibi. We asked them to send over tonight's surveillance footage. They said their camera is unfortunately broken right now. Seems to be one of those locations where privacy is part of the service. Restaurant's on the layer above Cox's office and the train station. Go upstairs and take a left. You could have a chat with his wife if she's still here. Her name's Yvonne Cox. Roger that. See you in a bit. I'll give you a call whenever you need TA. Cox security, okay. Oh yeah, get the cancer sticks. Good evening, sir. Do you have a reservation? Evening. I'd like to talk to Yvonne Cox. Is she here? I must ask, is she expecting you? Not really, no. I'm sorry, but I can only let you in as part of a reservation. Neil Conrad, CDI. Would you please lead me to Miss Cox? Would you please follow me? Sir. And that's why it's so vital that we keep negotiating with them, no matter what Albert says. Miss Cox? Yes, who are you? Neil Conrad, CDI. Sorry to interrupt, I'd like to ask a few questions. CDI, what did I do to deserve your attention? It's about your husband, actually. Now, well. Excuse me, Mr. Conrad. Jacqueline Hendricks, attorney at law. Miss Cox is my client. You realize she's not obligated to give you any information about. It's okay, Jacqueline. Let's talk, Mr. Conrad. Would you mind if we stepped outside? I need some fresh air. Jacqueline is a little overprotective sometimes. That's how you know a lawyer is worth their salt. You said this was about Albert. What is it you want to ask me? I was wondering if you could tell me where your husband was around 6 o'clock tonight. We met here with Jacqueline at 5:30 and discussed some business decisions over dinner. About half an hour ago, Albert got a phone call and excused himself. That was us. Sorry for interrupting your dinner. Mr. Cox acts strange in any way over the last few days. I have no idea. Last time I saw him before tonight must have been 2 weeks ago. Albert and I don't live together anymore. We have all but separated. We're getting a divorce? Maybe. It'd be very complicated for our businesses. Well, I see. That's all for now. Thank you for taking the time. Okay. Gary, what's up? I'll be there in 10 minutes. What about you? Did you talk to wife? Yeah, she corroborates his alibi. Do you believe her? Didn't have the impression she'd lied to protect him. The marriage is apparently more of a pragmatic arrangement at this point. I see. Listen, I've got bad news. Moore's not home. He's on an holiday, according to his wife. He said he went to Mananami Tree Resort. We're currently trying to confirm this and get an hold of him. Why don't you go talk to Moore's wife, see if you buy that story. Saito says that you're very close by. Move up a layer or two and make a right to leave the market. You should find her apartment there. Come back down to Cox's office when you're done. It's right near the train station. There in 10. Okay.
On my way up to Moore's apartment, I walked through aromatic clouds of fried rice, fish, and mystery meat. I'd been down to Paloon Market once before, with Catherine. It almost surprised me to see that none of the platforms had collapsed in the years since. People were still selling the same junk, some of it probably stolen halfway across the planet.
Is Milo being cute again? Anyone home? Who's there? Agent Neil Conrad, CDI. I already talked to your colleagues. I know. I'm sorry to bother you once more. You said your husband went on a vacation, is that correct? Why don't you come in? Can I see your badge? Of course. James went to Manami Tree Resort. His flight left last night after work. Is there a way to contact him? He left his cell here because he wanted some peace and quiet. What exactly do you want from him? I hope he's not in trouble. Why would you say that? Does he get in trouble a lot? No, not lately. Wouldn't everyone be worried about the CDI knocking on their door? Not lately. Does your husband have a criminal record? He made some mistakes years ago and did his time for it. What did he do? His boss asked him to make a delivery of illegal substances. James got caught and his boss said he knew nothing about it. Who was his boss at the time? Not Mr. Cox, I suppose. Oh, it was Cox, all right. James was in prison for almost a year. Went right back to working for him. He didn't hold a grudge at all? Let's just say he didn't have much of a choice. It's hard enough finding a job nowadays, even more so with a criminal record. Thank you, Ms. Moore. That's all for now. If your husband gets in touch, tell him to contact me. There's my cell info. Do you mind if I have a quick look around? Look around? Why not? But please don't make a mess. It's okay. I'm just going to scan shit. Single plate and sink. Looks like she had dinner alone. Don't know what that was, but hey, cool. Oxydanil, highly addictive substance. Lung disease. Okay. 2 news articles. The Moors hung up on the wall. I downloaded them to my cell. Okay. Excuse me, Miss Moore. I have another question. Why did you frame those 2 news articles? They're important to James and me. They're reminders of things we shouldn't forget. Things. I'm sorry, but that's really private. Could I ask you to leave now? I'm tired and need some rest. I see. Thank you. Interesting. Please don't make a mess. Better look at the news articles. Millix wins 10-year court case. Negotiations in the Hope scandal finally come to a close last Monday. Millix mining had made negative headlines almost 16 years when hundreds of employees filed an action-class lawsuit against the mining giant. Many of them had suffered permanent lung damage. After having been exposed to harmful gases over prolonged periods of time in the mining chamber dubbed Hope on Vimas. A long, slow and expensive back and forth of appeals followed until last week, when the Interplanetary Court finally ruled that the company would not be held accountable and did not have to compensate the alleged victims. This conclusion is viewed by many as a great failure of the federal justice system. Neither the mining lobby's system-wide influence nor the Federation's interest in Miller's economic success are a secret, leading many to openly question the integrity of the court's decision. Interesting. Charges against Cox Security. Last week, a delivery van belonging to the company Cox Security was stopped as a part of a routine traffic control. The police found an undisclosed amount of mind-altering substances stowed away into the loading area and arrested the driver on the spot. Facing charges of drug trafficking, the CEO of Cox Security denied any involvement and claimed the driver was acting of his own accord. The driver admits fault. He's looking up to 1 year in prison. So that was in 31. That was in 38. Okay, there's also, when was the Sector 2 incident? To feel like 40th anniversary, 1800. What was the thing that we overheard? We had, DA. Eavesdropping, that was it. It was 1800. Yeah, it's gonna be that Sector What's It incident. Gonna be important. Gonna be important. Tight boy. How'd it go with Moore's wife? Well, she didn't seem to know what her husband is up to. I took a look around the place, though. Good. We need all the information we can. Moore's at Cox's building. Meet you there.
Oftentimes in our investigations, the obvious solution would turn out to be the right one. People usually acted in accordance with their interests and their emotions. Whoever we first thought did it, they often turned out to have done it. With Moore and everyone else we had met so far, it always felt that we were at least one step removed from the truth. Nothing about this case was obvious.
Did I miss a stairs somewhere? Ah. We need to go up here. Cox is probably waiting for us for a while. What's this shabby building? I thought it was a big company. Just one of their bases of operations, apparently. Listen, Conrad, I just got a call from the AG. She ordered us to arrest Cox. What, from the AG herself? Hey, I thought we were just going to question him. Did you tell the AG that we don't suspect Cox of starting the broadcast? I did, but I guess there's been a change of plans. I don't trust her. Why does she want us to arrest him? She said that we have strong reason to believe he's part of the Liberators. Did she bother telling you what she's basing that on? No. No? We don't have time to waste here, Conrad. Let's go get him. Do you want to do talking? I'll see if I can look around in the meantime. Sure. Don't think he's going to give us trouble, but keep on your toes. He's big in the security business after all. Doorbell, very low tech. Good evening, Mr. Cox. I'm Agent Long. This is my partner, Agent Conrad. It's too many voices. Good evening. I'm sorry I don't have any more chairs in here. We'll stand. There was a break-in on Mr. Brown's watch. Didn't expect this sort of slip-up from him. I apologise. We're not here for him, actually, Mr. Cox. You are under arrest. You are suspected of providing support for an interplanetary conspiracy. Oh, I see. Fuck! Put down that gun. Immediately. Get out of my way. When did it last save? Ooh, around a minute ago. Good. Okay. Get out of my way. You just shot a CTI agent. It's over, Mr. Cox. Oh, please. Don't overestimate your power. What about your wife? Just leave her behind? Don't care about my wife. She'd be thrilled if I disappeared. I'll get her up out of my way, or I'll make you. You still care about your wife? Come on, I still know you care about your wife. Because I don't give a shit about that bitch. You had your chance. We just get shot. I'm not sure I'm happy with that. Maybe I should have bluffed. Oh great, water sounds. Like I don't already need the loo. Nope, that's petrol sounds. He's gonna set us on fire. I'm not sure I'm happy with this scenario. Oh god. He's moving. Comrade, are you okay? I think so. You? Yeah, same, just some bruises. Glad we wore our vests. Oh, thank god. Ow. What about Cox? Fuck, got away. He set his office on fire. Looks like he had something to hide. Shit. Can't believe he got the jump on us like that. We should have been more careful. I mean... Manhunt's already underway. We have to get him. So what do we do now? Go back home and take a break. I'll tell Chief what happened. Let the adrenaline settle and hook yourself up to the med bay for a quick checkup. I'll have to wait and see if Moore or Cox turns up. If they do, I'll give you a call. If not, I'll see you at HQ tomorrow. Copy that. It's all purned down. Please keep out. Oh. We didn't get to have a look. Manhunt. That Cox guy's on the way. Okay. So yeah, okay. As long as we didn't die, as long as no one died, we're good. I don't know what else could have happened there. Oh, train. Interesting. In transit. Alright. Hey, Neil. Hey, Kat. Everything okay? No, Laura's disappeared. What do you mean disappeared? I had to go to that stupid party, but she promised us she would home over an hour ago. We tried calling her. Of course, but she's not answering. She's probably having fun and forgot the time. Why won't she pick up? It's not like her. Maybe the music is too loud. I'm sure she'll come home once she realises you tried to reach her. She won't want you to worry for too long. All right. Hey, Neil. You want to swing by for a glass of wine? I'm on the train right now, on my way back from work, and I'm pretty tired. Is it okay if I swing by spontaneously? Oh, yes, of course. I'm sitting here waiting anyway. Too tired to come, and she's still not there in an hour. Give me a call, okay? Okay. We should probably go. Also, I'm just going to pause. I get chocolate in the bathroom. I'm going to do a tea break and an ad. So I'll be back soon. swear. Didn't think hitting 40 would mean that everything suddenly started hurting. It's the news thing, but it's fine. I don't think there's an achievement for doing all the news things, so... Hey, want to go up on the roof? Why not? I haven't been up there in a while. It's one of the reasons we rented the apartment, remember? Of course I do. Yeah, that's pretty much. It's like, I feel like I'm a total cliche. It's like getting up, it's like, but it happens. And I'm not doing it ironically. But yeah, of course I do. Getting excited about things is so easy when you're 24. Oh, for a cigarette. Let's smoke cancer sticks. No, non-cancer sticks. You want a cigarette? I don't. Yeah, you know what, fuck it. Still the same brand, huh? Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of it, but changing things about your life would mean too much work? Funny. Come on, it wasn't aimed at you. I'm that way too. Everyone is. So how's life going? Okay, I guess. Yours? Same. I know it's silly, but sometimes I still wonder why it didn't work out with us. There was a time when I was so sure we were a perfect match. I've asked myself the same a million times, and came up with a lot of different answers. We were too young for a kid, I was too focused on my new job, our place was too small, I wanted to find that one good reason to explain it to myself to make sense of it. But honestly, I think we were just bad at it. We couldn't stop fighting about the same small bullshit. We kept hurting each other for no reason until we reached a point of no return. That's it. Maybe you're right, but that's sad, don't you think? Yeah. Don't worry about it too much, Laura. Don't worry too much about Laura. I'm sure she's fine. We should be happy for her that she's having a good time at that party. You said yourself she had some trouble fitting in with the other kids. Yeah, I know. It's just when I think about the shit I did when I was her age. It's probably why I worry so much about her. Well, it turns out okay, and I'm sure Laura will too. She's smart. I can barely keep my eyes open. I have to go home now before I fall off this roof. If Laura isn't home in an hour, give me a call, okay? I will. Thanks for swinging by. It was nice to be up here with you again. I'll stay a little longer. What a throwback. It was nice. See you soon. I feel like being nice to ex-wife, finding daughter, feels kind of important. Ah, I found the news thing. I like the news articles, they're fun. Developments in Banny's murder. Drovia today. As previously reported, Drovian Foreign Minister Joseph Banny was shot dead by an unknown assassin last night around 1:30. He's not unknown, he's in our lockup, he's boit. Attorney General Amelia Thorne announced this morning that the CDI has already arrested the suspected killer, but did not elaborate on his identity or motives. Liam Campbell, chief of the CDI's Terror Prevention Unit, which was a large part responsible for Banny's visit during his stay, is expected to make a statement of his own later today. Daniel Marev, Saviant Prime Minister of Drovia's colonial government, called the murder an extraordinary failure of the Garian state, adding it was a scandal that Drovian politicians have to fear for their lives on Garian soil. I feel like that seems motive-y. Drovia today has already spoken to 2 key witnesses, Mr. Banny's personal bodyguards, Carl Smith and Lisa Morton. They were both present at the villa at the time of his murder. Both are reported to have been treated respectfully by the CDI. Yay, that's me! And that the Garian authorities showed genuine concern and professionalism in the matter. Yay, he was nice! They noticed we was nice. It makes me happy. That door looks a bit broken. That's the train station, other bit. And then there's the Sky Gazer's Bistro. Not relevant, I just like to explore the things. So we don't miss any interesting little tidbits. So, we were petting... Are we petting or feeding my lizard? I feel like we're petting the lizard.
I met my own tired gaze in the glass. There were so many things on my mind. Laura's disappearance worried me more than I had shown. I thought maybe it had been the wrong call to let her go to that party. In hindsight, it probably wouldn't have mattered. And then there was Cox. He was somewhere out there. At the time, I was hopeful we'd catch him and get some much-needed answers, but he hasn't turned up to this day.
It's a weird turn of phrase. Welcome home, Mr. Conrad. Your visitor is waiting inside. Visitor? I'm not expecting anyone. Who is it? Your visitor is ID unknown. What the? I didn't tell you I was expecting someone. Why did you let them in? I'm sorry, I did not understand the question. Stupid fucking thing. I'll see for myself. Something's flashing. Where is he? Oh, or she. Can I feed my lizard? Probably not. It's a little movie. It has the little movie icon up there. You can put that one. You can put that gun away. Who are you? Got a nice place up here. They pay you well. Show me your face. Turn around. Okay. Lila? Who? Oh, right. My face. I don't like it, to be honest. Wait, it's you. You're the one who... Ah, this is Zora. You're the one who assaulted Lila. I'm Zora. Nice to meet you. Slowly put your hands up. I'm here to talk. Put your hands up or I'll be forced to shoot. No one's forcing you to do anything. You make your own decisions. What do you want? We need a guy in the CDI to help us out with a few things. And why the fuck would I do that? We have your daughter. Fuck. Should have led with that. You... What? We took your daughter, Laura. No, you're full of shit. You can ask your ex. She's not at home. What did you do to her? Nothing. She's fine. You work for the Liberators, right? I have a record of your conversation with the man who shot Banny. Is stealing little girls really how they're trying to stand up for their ideals? You'll have to ask them. I don't know or care what they believe in. We're just getting paid. Or rather, we were supposed to, but then you showed up and botched the final step of the plan. We know we is the Liberators paid you to get the data? The Liberators asked you to steal the Chief's data and deliver it to them. So you pieced that together already? Yes. What was on that stick that made it so important? No idea. Wait, you don't know either? I thought you had the drive. I don't, and I don't think I'll get my hands on it anytime soon. Who has it then if you don't? My superiors, if it still exists at all. That complicates things. I guess we'll have to move on to Plan B right away. Since the handover went south, the Liberators refused to pay us. We need that data to get our money after all. This is where you come in. If you figure out what the data is about, we might be able to locate it in the CDI database and extract it. I'll send a private sheet to your cell. Submit it to us once you've found out. I will do no such thing. Don't be difficult, and hand me your cell for a moment, will you? Why, you don't need it to open a sheet? That's for something else. I need access to the CDI network for a moment. 4. Set up a backdoor for our hack. Why are you telling me all this? I could arrest you right here and... But you won't, and I doubt that you could. I'm telling you because we work together now. The better you do your part, the sooner our client pays us and the sooner you'll see your daughter again. If you do anything on my cell, they will trace it back to me. Don't worry, I'll use someone else's credentials. Whose credentials? Doesn't matter, give me your cell. At least tell me who I'll be throwing under the bus. Gary Long. What? No! His job means everything to him. Is that really more important to you than Laura's safety? Come on, she's your only bargaining chip. Try and find out what that data was about. That's got to count for something. You're definitely not increasing her chances. If you don't cooperate now. Don't use Gary's login, that's mean. I don't want my daughter to be... Oh, but... Oh, moral dilemma! Moral dilemma, chat. Stand up for our morals and say we can't do it and possibly endanger our daughter. Endanger our career but potentially save our daughter. Endanger our boss's / best friend / I don't know, Gary's career and throw him under the bus to potentially save our daughter. Endanger our career, okay? Any other votes? Any other? Alright, endanger our career. Use my login. Okay. You wouldn't want to get yourself in trouble like this. No, you wouldn't want me to get in trouble like this. I'm too important for you. So we agree. It has to be your colleague's credentials. No, use mine. Use my credentials or I'm not giving it to you. Fine, but my boss won't be happy about it. This wasn't the plan. Done. So that's it then. I gave you access and I tell you all I found out about that data. You'll let Laura go now, right? And this was just the first step. If you keep cooperating, you'll see her again soon. Please, just let her go. She doesn't have to suffer like this. I'll help you anyway, so you'll leave us alone. No can do, sorry, it's not my call. Does this really want to do with what you want to do with your life? Murder and child abduction? You don't have time for this. We're done here. Answer my question. How do you live with yourself? You work for the CDI, don't you kill and abduct people all the time? Spare me your moral relativism crap. I'm not a mercenary. Sure you are. The CDI is trying to do the right thing. You do whatever the highest bidder tells you to. The right thing? What kind of childish nonsense do you believe in? You don't have to believe in anything to not be evil. So I don't believe in anything in particular. And yet here you are talking about good and evil. Because we know what that is. We have an intuition for it. Bullshit, there's no such thing. We invented it. No, look, this lizard over there, he's my friend. He has never done anything evil. He can't. All animals do shit for a while and then they die. Look, you're trying to keep me talking. You can't pretend to not care about anything. In fact, I know you do. You were separated from someone you care about. What are you talking about? The sniper we caught. You care about him, don't you? You wanted to start a new life with him. It's none of your business. But it's funny you mention him. Thanks to you and your colleagues, I won't ever see him ever again. Hi, Mr. Cornus. Didn't you just tell me it was bad to put people away against their will? My daughter harmed no one. Your friend killed someone and might start a war. Maybe we can make a trade. What trade? Don't try to fuck with me. I know he's never getting out of there. Probably not, but I could deliver a message. What do you want in return? Promise me to keep Laura safe. Promise that I'll get her back when this is over. That depends on your actions, but I can promise we'll actually let her go if you work with us. Alright, what's your message? Tell him the moon rises in the south. Okay, I'll be back with more instructions.
As soon as the woman disappeared into the night, my facade slipped and I nearly collapsed on the balcony floor. I took out my cell with shaking hands and tapped on Laura's face in my contacts. Maybe. She didn't pick up. I resisted the urge to call Catherine next. I couldn't just tell her about what had happened. She knocked on my door in the early morning, but I didn't open. I tried to decide on a course of action, but I couldn't concentrate. My mind alternated between trying to remember my last conversation with Laura and conjuring up horrible images of her tied to a chair in some basement. Sometime later, my alarm rang. I got up to go to work, not sure if I was ready to talk to Kat. I must have stood outside her apartment for a few minutes when I finally made a decision.
Oh, we didn't get to pet my lizard. We'll go tell her. She's worried sick. You may as well give her a reason to be worried sick. Better than Neil, where the fuck have you been? I've tried to call you a million times. I even came to your apartment. I'm so sorry. Laura still isn't home. I've called all her friends and no one knows anything. Looks like she never went to that party. Shit, Neil, what do I do now? Listen, Kat. You know what happened to her? What? She was abducted. They took her to blackmail me. I'm so sorry. What are you saying? Who took her? I'm not sure yet. Seems like they're a group of mercenaries involved in Banny's murder. No. They promise they won't harm her if I do what they say. How can you do that to us? I didn't. It's not like I allowed them to take her. You have to sell the CDI. Maybe they can find out where she is and get her out of there. No, it's too risky now. I'm afraid of what they'll do is if they find out I snitched. You think the people who abduct children and murder foreign ministers give a shit about their promise? Still evaluating the situation. I'll do everything in my power to keep her safe. What do they want from you? They want me to leak information about the case I'm investigating, about the Liberators. Please, Kat, trust me with this, okay? I won't let them do anything to her. I have to go. I'll call you as soon as I hear anything and you do the same, okay? Alright, I'll be here all day. Sheet. Okay, so we still don't know anything about that because we haven't had a thing yet. Okay, right. Data is about the Sector 2 incident? What does it say? Baloyan accident? Sector 2 incident that took place, we know it's 1800, on Joran? Where's the bloody news? Sector 2 incident, New Joran, in 1800. Sector 2 incident. Okay, well we can't submit it next yet, but I'm fairly certain it's that. I have no idea what who the Liberator company is, but I'm fairly certain it's a Drovia Mining Tellenium company. So if we do that, mining Tellenium, we've got Dyson, Hannah, Millex, but they're Garia. Hang on, so Dyson is a Drovia Mining Tellenium, Millex is Angara. Okay. So if we're certain, it's on Drovia, there's only 3 companies on Drovia and only one of those. It's got to be Dyson then. Okay, so my sheets are ready to submit. Dyson Drovia Mining Tellenium. Based off intuition at this point. Sector 2 incident, 1800 New Joran. And that one we already closed. Our pulse has gone up. You have too many 999 games to play. Have you played 999? Because that is an excellent game. The nunnery games are excellent. Highly recommend. I mean, I also have too many games to play. Oh, you played 9... Ah! Have you played the sequel? Because the one on Game Pass is the first 2 games. So it's Nonary Games, 999, 9 persons, 9 hours, 9 doors, Zero Escape, and then the other one is Virtue's Last Reward. I know, I just said that. And then AI, but sequel's not out for AI yet. Soon, June, I think. But yeah, I'm very excited about, well, I was very excited about both of those, and Nonary really made me happy. So I really want the third Nonary games. Yeah, soon. I think it's next month, possibly the months after. And I will be streaming it. Who is this? Dad! Laura, where are you? Why didn't you let them use the login they wanted? Please, Dad, they're gonna hurt me if you don't listen to them. It's fun. It's a nice detective-y one. I really like detective-y ones. You need to get me out of here. They swear they'll let me go if you do what they ask. I know how important your job is to you. Laura. But how bad can the things be that they're asking you? Please, I want to finish my novel. Laura, listen to me. I'll get you out of there. Okay, stay calm and do what they say. I have this under control. We'll see each other soon. I need to go. Slump. But yeah, this is fun. There are like 8 different endings, I think. I'm going for Noble Idiot, apparently. That's how I would describe this ending. Noble Idiot. But clever detective, noble idiot. I want to smoke. Ooh, there's news. There's more news. Banny's murderers speak. Ooh. Less than 24 hours after Banny's death, an organization calling itself the Liberators has claimed responsibility for the attack. It was a scene right out of a movie, with screens all over the Capitol playing their radical message. You weren't there, this is what they said. Hello, fellow citizens. We are the Liberators, defenders of progress, freedom, and reason. These values have been integral to our society for centuries, but lately they have increasingly come under threat. Religious radicals calling themselves the Savient Front are aiming to establish a theocratic government on Drovia. The Savient faith is based on superstition and rejects science to the point where it endangers the lives of everyone under its thumb. We saw 4 decades ago today what had happens when a Savient state is left to its own devices. We can't let history repeat itself. We demand President Robertson end this madness now, put a stop to all independence talks and reinstate Fulgarian rule. We remove the radical Savient Joseph Benny to get it started. If you do not start implementing measures to meet our demands, more Savient lives will be spent to protect the future of us all. The Savient population on Gara will be taken hostage until the Garian population on Drovia is guaranteed its freedom. We must step up for them if our government won't. Wait our next move within 24 hours. It won't be as silent as the first. I have no idea what they want, really. So far, authorities have not confirmed that the people sending the message were in fact involved in the Foreign Minister Banny's death or what the chilling announcement at the end may pertain to. Disclaimer: the Garian Gazette does not support this message and will continue to stand for togetherness and inclusivity in these difficult times. But yeah, have you played it? Morning, Conrad. You look pale. Are you sick? No, I'm fine. Hope you got some rest after yesterday's incident. Let me bring you up to speed. Chief says he's making some announcement this morning. Didn't sound good at all. We'll see in a few minutes. Running a planet-wide search for Cox, but he didn't turn up yet. Still can't believe that fucker got away. You should go talk to Saito. He's in our office and has some new intel on Laura and Cox for you. Okay, I'm on it. Listen, Conrad, I may have been a little intense these past few days. Special circumstances, you understand that, right? Sure, it's been hard on all of us. I gotta run. Talk to you later. I just couldn't, boss/friend, but still, you don't... If you're gonna do something shitty, like kowtow to kidnappers, you do it honestly. Good morning, Neil. Oh, no, don't turn me TV off. I know it's been on a while, but still... Hey, Soto. Gary told me he has some new intel for me. Indeed, I put everything on our pinboard over there. Let me give you a quick overview. First, I assembled some basic information on James Moore and his wife. Second, I managed to pull their recent bank statements. Maybe you'll find something useful in there. That's all I could get my hands on for now, but I got more coming tomorrow. And third, I took a look at the CV of the guy who fired at you, Albert Cox. And guess what I found? He's a Saviantian who grew up on Drovia. Oh, well, that's a surprise. I suspected he was working with the Liberators. Well, who knows? He still might. What's also interesting is he changed his name 20 years ago. Shoot, we're running late to that meeting with the chief. Let's go. I'll tell you the rest on the way. Cox was born as Albert Bolton. His parents owned a big company at the time, Bolton I wanted to look at the pinboard. Bolton Security Services. They were responsible for the safety of the Saviant colony on Drovia. I mean Sector 2, the one that blew up 40 years ago. Exactly. Bolton Security was sued into oblivion over the incident, eventually went bankrupt. When Cox had finished school, he changed his name and moved to Gara. He was at the beginning with the kid. That's when he founded his own security company using some grant money. Thank you, Saito. Great work as usual. Oh, it's nothing. I just did some advanced browsing. Before we go in, I need to ask. Is everything alright? You look not great. Just didn't get enough sleep lately. Thanks for asking. Aw, our friends are awesome. They care about us. I think everyone's here. Let's start. Thank you all for coming. As many of you know, I've been working for the CDI for 28 years now. I have done everything in my power to defend the values our planet stands for. The principles of freedom, tolerance, equal rights for everyone, and justice have been guiding all of my actions. I have always been... He's going to quit. Proud of our work and our commitment to the Garian democracy. Sadly, the path to justice isn't always clear, and we have to make difficult decisions. The murder of Joseph Banny has severely harmed the relationship between our planet and Drovia, and it puts the fragile peace in our solar system at risk. The Domestic Terrorism Division was charged with protecting Banny under my leadership. In light of our failure to do so, the Attorney General and I have agreed that the only appropriate response is for me to resign from my duties at the CDI, effective immediately. I hope that the separatist groups on Drovia will consider this a sign of severe remorse, and our intention to make up for the damage that has been done. I enjoyed walking with you all and wish you nothing but the best. I hope that each of you will find your way for fighting for justice. I will still be in my office today if there are any open questions or issues you want to talk to me about. My successor will be announced by the Attorney General in the near future. I wonder if the successor is going to be Gary. Starting tomorrow, Agent Long. Oh, there we go. That's why they wanted to use his login to compromise it even further. So I'm hoping that our intention to cooperate but also frame ourselves is not going to bite us in the ass with regards to our daughter. But hey, you know, we've got to take a moral stance somehow. Starting tomorrow, Agent Long will be taking over my responsibilities until a permanent replacement is found. Thank you and goodbye. I wonder if that's related to the fact that we didn't report direct to him about the thing. Have we got more stairs here? No, we can't go up those for some reason. Chief. Hello, comrade. How can I help you? I wanted to say goodbye. It was good working for you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have to admit, I'm surprised by your decision. It's not like you could have done much more to protect Banny. Come on, Conrad. We both know that doesn't matter. Heads needed to roll for this. Chief. The AG fired you for something else. Didn't she? I overheard your conversation yesterday. Why are you telling me this? It didn't sound like you were arguing about Banny's death. You are aware you can be suspended for eavesdropping on your superiors. In fact, it sounded like you were suspecting the AG of something. Is that the real reason why she wanted to get rid of you? Says one is out of your league. Just respect the chain of command. I see. Chief, why did we arrest Cox? I mean, it looks like it was the right call, but we didn't know at the time, and why didn't you give us the arrest order yourself? The AG didn't tell me why she wanted to do it, so I refused to give the order. So you don't know either? No, it seems it's classified, same as the information on that stick. I see. I have to pack up my things now. I wish you all the best for your career at the CDI. It's not going to be very long, I have to say. Thank you. Your cell contacts haven't changed lately, have they? Haven't changed in years. Good. He's going to send us a message. Oh, hello. Did he send us an email? Maybe he's the one that's sending us this spam. Dear Mr. Conrad, we found 241 new offers fitting your search criteria. In a few clicks, you can make your dream home a reality. Take a look today. Rachel Garner, Sunlight Real Estate. Your search has been running for 126 days. Okay. Smart home package. Alright. I don't know, it just feels like these are weird emails. Maybe they won't be relevant. Maybe they're just red herrings. What a day. That was unexpected. Fuck, I can't believe I'm standing for the chief. Never thought they'd pick me. I'd have to call my wife. Guess I'll be doing some overtime in the next few days. Don't you think it's strange that the AG fired him? Got to admit she never really liked him. Maybe she was waiting for an opportunity. Someone had to get fired for Banny's death just for the optics, don't you think? Maybe, but the chief always did an excellent job. It didn't have to be him. Not thrilled about it either, but we should focus on the Liberator's threat. Or maybe Gary would have gotten fired had we done something differently. Dunno, it's going to be interesting to replay this to get different endings. Don't want to start my new job with a string of terror attacks. Let's recap what we got so far. Listen up, squad. It's time for a little wrap-up. Suppose you're as surprised as I am about my chief's sudden retirement. However, we need to focus on the Liberators and their plans now. Let's go over everything we've got so far once more. Drovia's foreign minister Banny was shot last night by a sniper who goes by the name of Boyd. Boyd then went to see a woman called Zora, which seems to be a deviation from their original plan. He convinced her to hand him a stick with confidential stolen data. Next morning, Boyd met another man to hand him that data. Adrian Gonzalez, CEO of the Drovian company Power Up. We were able to extract a deleted message from Gonzalez's cell which proves that someone paid him to fetch the stick and send the data to an unknown address once he was outside the Garian network. This leads us to believe that data cannot be sent unnoticed via the web, which applies to only the best kept secrets of the Garian government. We don't know who paid either of them, but the message to Gonzalez was sent via an encrypted channel on the Mercurius network. It means it must have been one of the higher-ups of a large publicly traded company. We don't know yet what was on the data stick because we haven't been cleared for access yet. Yesterday morning, an anti-Savient terror group, calling themselves the Liberators, publicly broadcast a video in which they claim responsibility for Banny's murder. They also announced a second attack within 48 hours. Their broadcast was sent from the AdSpot building. They operate all the billboards across the city. The time the video started, the building was being guarded by a Cox security employee. We have reason to believe that the perpetrator was another employee of that same company, James Moore. His wife said he went on holiday at Manami Tree Resort, but he never turned up there. We are currently running a planet-wide search for him, but without success so far. He's probably dead. CEO of Cox Security, Albert Cox, opened fire on an Agent Conrad and myself when we went to arrest him. Why were you arresting Cox? It was an order from the Attorney General. Unfortunately, Cox managed to run away and burn down large parts of his office building. He apparently had something to hide. We are searching for him as well. Do we think that Cox is a key figure behind the Liberators? He's certainly involved with them in some way, but he doesn't have access to the Mercurius network. We have to assume there's some bigger fish behind Cox. What's also strange is that he's a Savant himself. He grew up on Drovia. Current priority is to prevent any further attacks. Colroy, I want you to support the ongoing manhunt for James Moore. Young, we bought some stuff back from Cox's office. Work your magic on it. Let us know if you find something. Saito, you keep gathering as much information as you can on our prime suspects. Conrad, you should check whether you can establish a motive why Moore would support the Liberators. Take a look at all the evidence we got, including the information Saito put on our pinboard. Roger that. We also brought our sniper in for a second round of questioning. You give it another try and see if you can get some out of him. Gonzalez surrounding himself with lawyers. Could be a while until we can interrogate him again. That's all for now. Come back to me when you got some out. Alright, James Moore. He was 10 when the incident happened. He was born in Femus, married to Evelyn Moore. Places of residence, Femus, and then Gara. He was a junior security professional for BML Security Agency, and then senior security professional for Cox. He was fined for bodily harm, fined for attempted theft, and 6 months in prison for transporting illegal substances. He has cyber implants, calms, brain enhancement, resistance against mind-altering drugs, extended field of view. Calms reaction augment, shorter reaction time, increased hand-eye coordination. The resistance against mind-altering drugs feels important because he was transporting them. Evelyn Moore. 1801. She wasn't born when the thing happened. Worked in FEMAS. Mining professional for Millix Mining. Mining complex Hope on FEMAS. And then a fine for petty larceny. No cyber implants. She's got the lung disease thing. And we got a bank statement. Right, so... Ooh. Right. Pharmaceuticals. Paid 600 by security services for salary. And he got paid 10 grand this month for salary. Wait, no, hang on. Why is the salary twice for April? Even if he gets paid weekly, those two amounts are very different. Miscellaneous, cyber, another subscription, 200 a week for the subscription. Stupid healthcare system. Groceries, compensation maintenance. Interesting. On the 24th. Herman's Bar. He bought a beer. He's allowed. More groceries. Another subscription. Fuck, expensive. Oh, payment rejected. Insufficient funds in account. Charge back. 200. Oh, right. So, yeah. All right. Okay. Pregnancy test. And then he got paid somehow a bonus by Cox Security Services, probably for planting that thing, and lo and behold, he could afford his wife's medicine. Yeah, definitely nothing fishy there. Did not expect this, and doif, okay. Right, what do we got? Sheets. Moore's motive. Moore's motive is probably his sick wife. What else have we got? Drug addiction. No, can't have that. Nationalism. Sick wife. But we can't submit it yet. What do we got to do? Talk to Boyd. Aha, right, we're going downstairs. Oh, we got a message for him. The moon rises in the west or whatever. Long time no see. Still not the talkative type, huh? Okay, listen up. Things have changed since we last spoke. I turned off the camera so we can talk freely. Your people have kidnapped my daughter to extort me. Last night your friend Zora came to my home to talk to me. But don't get your hopes up. It's about money, not your freedom. Okay. I said I would pass a message, and she said if I passed the message, my daughter would be fine. She gave me a message for you. What message? I'll tell you if you help me with Laura. If you're bullshitting me... If you're bullshitting me, I am not. What exactly do you want me to do? Looks like I'm pretty much locked up in here. Who are these guys you and Zora are working for? We both know I can't give you any details. We're mercenaries, that's all I can say. Where do they keep Laura? I have no clue. We have a bunch of hideouts in the city and the old solar system. Don't even know them all. In the whole, that's a pretty huge organisation you're part of. We're not just some thugs, we're professionals. You want me to help you? I'll give you a piece of advice. Do what they tell you. If I do, well, I get her back. We usually keep our end of the bargain. Why are they blackmailing you? People who asked you to shoot Banny won't pay them because we prevented the handover. Now they want me to help them get the data back. I see. You said you had a message for me? The moon rises in the south. The fat guy I met at Jora's Plaza, he's pretty sure he got his assignment from someone in the Tillian business. You mean Gonzalez, the man you brought the storage module? If that's his name. Maybe that'll help you somehow. Thanks for letting me know. Could you tell Zora that the sun sleeps in the north? Okay, sure. Fine. They feel like love letters, but also totally a secret code. Okay, I'll tell her. Good luck with your daughter. Which sheet can I submit? Moore's motive. Sick wife. Submit. Talk to Gary. I mean, I'm not sure that that was a particularly helpful conversation, but hey, in this particular thing, we're trying to save our daughter, so I feel like that's probably more information than we would have got from something else. Comrade, I just read your sheet on Moore. Looks like a motive can be established. You should pay his wife another visit. She didn't seem to know anything yesterday. Maybe she'll tell you more if you confront her with her husband's motive. Roger that. See you there. I kind of also want to enter the damn train. Want to just like submit all the sheets wrong and see what happens. Because I feel like that would be funny. Not on this playthrough. This playthrough I'm trying to do the right thing, you know. The right thing. Because, you know, how do you even determine what the right thing is these days? Because what can save someone, you know, it's greater good thing. But also, is the greater good letting this piece of secret information out? Because there's obviously a reason it's being hidden, and like this sort of stuff shouldn't be kept by the government as a secret. I don't know. I don't. But I really should fix my leggings. There's a ginormous hole.
Once again enveloped by the smell of the market, I thought back to the man I had been when Kat had brought me here. How did it all go so wrong? Deep down, I knew the answer. I was just too scared to commit to my family. It was so much easier to care about something that didn't have to like you back. That wouldn't go away if you didn't want it to. For me, that was my job. But ironically, protecting myself like that only made it hurt so much worse. Now that Laura was out of my reach, the pain of being separated was only amplified by the knowledge that I had missed so many opportunities to be with her.
How are you doing anyway, Ima? I noticed that your I'm finished with Xbox didn't last very long. But that's understandable. Can we go in? No. But also, that's great, you know, I'm glad that you didn't hold yourself to a decision that didn't make you happy. We're full of cigarettes. We haven't found anywhere to smoke for a while. Hello, Mrs. Moore. Oh, it's you again. Hello. Sorry to disturb you a second time, but I need to ask you a few more questions. So you're still after my husband? Told you he's on vacation on Themis. He isn't. We checked the ID scanners of all spaceports on Gaia and Themis. He never left the planet. Must have overlooked something. Listen, I love James, but he's just a poor devil. Shouldn't the CDI be taking care of one of the big fish? James isn't one of them. I think you are underestimating your husband. He might be about to make a grave mistake. Did you see the Liberators video yesterday? It's hard to miss, yeah. We have reason to believe that your husband is affiliated with them. Seriously, that's what you came up with? You might have sold drugs or started a fight once or twice, but this is completely out of his league. We did some research, and it seems like your husband has a strong motive. Your husband is being paid for the attack, and he needs money for your medication. It's true, I suffer from a lung condition, but we've always managed. If he carries out this attack and we catch him, he goes to prison for life. If we get him before, the sentence will be significantly less severe. Oh, thank you, Mr. Corners. I hope you're also doing okay. Did you also find out how I got my condition? I was a miner at Millick's Mining on Themis. Turned out I was inhaling harmful gases for months every day. The bosses knew about it, but the money was too good. Hundreds of people's lungs were irreversibly damaged, and you know what? Millick's got away with it. They were cleared of all charges. No compensation at all. We have to pay for our medicine ourselves. Why are you going after my husband and not after people like them? I am really sorry that happened to you, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. What we can do is stop your husband from doing something really stupid. We have reason to believe that he's involved in an imminent terror attack. If there's anything you didn't tell me, I need to know right now. What happens if you're right and you catch him? He'd probably go for prison for a few years, but it'd be much worse if we caught him after the fact. I saw a message on his cell before he left. It's a booking confirmation from a hotel, but it wasn't on Themis. It was the Korean hotel here on Gara. Thought he might be cheating on me. He booked it until tomorrow. Thank you, Mrs. Moore. You've been very helpful. Promise me he won't get hurt. He's an idiot, but he's a good guy. Please, I need him. I promise to do my best to protect him. Listen, I'm pregnant. If he's about to do something stupid, remind him of our unborn son. That will make him reconsider his decisions. I will. Thanks for your help. Enter the train.
The Korean Hotel. I didn't even need to look that up. It was directly next to the Grand Church at Korean Square, one of the most important houses of prayer for Saviants here on Gara. It probably would be crowded with believers and tourists tomorrow morning. No doubt it was the Liberator's next target. The rush of making progress in the case only lasted a few moments, until I realized that now I had to make a tough decision. If I told Zora about the target, I couldn't tell the CDI, and vice versa.
She wants the data. She wants the data, though. Surely she doesn't care about the bombing target. But we should stop the bomber. We have to stop the bomber. Hey. Fuck, you startled me. What do you want? Check in with how your investigation is going, but not here. Too crowded. Follow me. Come on. Okay, where are you? I know a spot. Okay. Where is she? Ah. Thank you for putting the arrow in there, because I didn't have a clue where we're going otherwise. This is better. How are you doing here? Are you following me? Told you I'd get back to you. Anything new on our client or what they're planning to do next? No. Not yet. I'm still working on it. Are you sure there's nothing you want to tell me? I'm sure. We have to catch the bomber. That's disappointing. I need some results if I'm going to protect your daughter. We're making good progress. I'll have something for you soon, okay? I hope so. You want a beer? Sure. I'll have a beer. A beer? Yes, business talk is over. Are you calling destroying my life a business? I guess so. Hey, listen. Did you deliver my message? I did. What did he say? He said the sun sleeps in the north. Okay, thank you. What does it mean? Is it code for something? No, it's from when we were kids. I've known him for a long time. You know, I thought about what you said. I don't think I'm good, or I have ever been, but I will say this. I talked to your daughter today. She's a good kid. I do not like the prospect of her getting hurt. So please don't mess up. How can you... Then get her out of there, please. My boss won't let that happen. It's all in your hands. You don't find any... Yeah, so there's Williams or William again. If you don't find out anything about their next target soon, we'll need your help with the hack. Backdoor was set up successfully from your cell. Let's hope we won't have to use it. I have to admit that was pretty ballsy of you to protect your partner like that. You could even call it selfless. I don't think there's such a thing. No matter what you tell yourself, at the end of the day, you do what you do for your own gain. Sometimes it's a few layers removed, but in the end it's all selfishness with extra steps. I disagree. It's just a convenient way to justify the fucked up things you do. Nihilism can be used as a shield, just like faith. It's convenient to say nothing matters because it makes being in this world hurt a little less. But even you don't like the thought of harming Laura, do you? I think you're doing your best to ignore your conscience. You'll have to face it at some point. Oh, what's wrong with the Twitch app, Dan? Is it delayed again or something? Not if I die first. Well, this has been fun. Break is over. I have some business to take care of. I'll check in again soon. Into the train. Okay. Well, yeah, it's like I need to stop the bomber. Therefore, I couldn't tell them what the plans were. We have to tell Gary. Comrade, how did it go? Any news from Moore's wife? Think I found out about the next attack. What, really? Shit, that's good news, Comrade. Pretty sure it'll go down at Korean Church and that Moore's the one carrying it out. Savient Church, yeah? Sounds like a match. Send a message. Oh, really? Oh, that's technologically stupid. Send a message to our squad. They have to prepare an intervention unit as soon as possible. Meet you at the church. Talk to you later. Okay. I feel like I should have gotten some achievements today. And I need it to... Last time it did the thing where it didn't unlock any achievements, but I'd earned them. And I think it's doing that again. Cool. Okay. I'm probably going to have to do a restart. So I think the game's locked up again. It's really annoying. It's not like it's even quick resume either. So this should save. I mean, it's not like I'm not going to play it again and they should pop, but it's just really freaking annoying. So this should do a save. No news. Good to know. If this does a save, I'm going to stick it on pause and do a restart of my Xbox. Did it save? 25 seconds ago. Okay. So I'm going to restart my Xbox and just take a very quick break. Just because I want to make sure I get the end of this chapter achievement, because those are the ones I need. So, right. Restart my console. So take this opportunity to get some more tea as well. So I'm going to stick an ad on. Okay, well, good. Controller has been disconnected. Great. I can't see the game. No, I can't see the game. Try that again. %72%. Interesting. Right, there's an achievement I can get to test whether it's really giving me achievements if it doesn't pop on loading in. But this is happening a second time. So now what I kind of need to do is talk to the devs. Because this is now annoying. I feel like I should have gotten an achievement in like 2.5 hours of playing. And I don't know if this is related to the latest patch, because I hadn't played it before the patch. And there's nothing in the forum. There's no guides. But I should get an achievement for standing in front of the advert for 2 minutes. I didn't notice when I started, so we're going to do it for another 2 minutes. If that doesn't work, then I'm not quite sure what to suggest. As obviously, I want to get my achievements. I need to get the ones for the end of this chat. Ah! Consumer just popped. Right, it's working again. But I'm guessing the ones that I missed are not going to pop. But hey, at least they're working again, so that's the thing. Ah, there's Comrade. Okay, let's talk this through one more time. Believe that Moore will try and get in this temple tonight. We don't know exactly what he's up to, but he'll probably be armed. The temple is closed during the night, so there won't be any civilians in there. The guard was replaced by one of our agents. If Moore tries to get in through the front door, we'll let him in without resistance. Our top priority is to catch Moore red-handed and prevent him from doing anything stupid. Deadly fire is authorized. But we should do everything to catch him alive. Maybe he has some helpful info for us. Yeah, life's always better. Comrade, you looked into more. If we confront him, you do the talking. Be careful, everyone. As I said, we don't know exactly what we're dealing with. There are agents dispersed all around this square. If Moore tries to run, Gary, we just saw the target sneak in through the back door of the temple. He's carrying a package. We couldn't see any details, but it could very well be explosives. All right, guys, it's on. Let's do this. Comrade, take the lead. Okay. Let's go. So this should be the end of this chapter, which is it's been 2.5 hours, and what we'll do is call it for a stream. But I do need to report the bug with the achievements, because that's annoying. Looks like no one's home. There's a staircase back here. Let's check it out. Kumar, you come with us. The rest of you stay here. If you hear commotion, come back us up. Why does he keep turning into a red thing? Is that because he's interactable with? Mr. Moore, this is the CDI. The building is surrounded. Slowly raise your hands. What? Shit! You didn't do anything. This is over, Mr. Moore. I need you to raise your hands now. So if you come any closer, I'll pull the trigger. You'll be shot before you move your finger. Your only chance to make it out here alive is to cooperate. Listen, just once. This is your last chance to comply. Drop the bomb or we'll open fire. Stay away from me or I'll blow us all up. Think of Mr. Cox? What do you think of Mr. Cox? Think of your unborn child. I'm sure you want to meet your child one day. No, did she tell you? If you don't want your child to grow up without a father, you have to drop the bomb now. Don't literally drop it though. Thank you. You did the right thing. Very good. Turn around so we can cuff you. Take it easy. We will accompany you to our HQ. Voila! Crisis averted. That would be catch the bomber. Excellent. That's one of the ones it could have been. And Korean Church. Complete the second act. That's the other one it could have been. Excellent. But I'm glad I confirmed that I had Chivos working before let's go see if we can talk to Catherine. Also, we have news to download. We can. Okay. Alright, we've got emails as well. Harbour Spot. Hello, this is Ed, the guy from the Harbour. Wanted to thank you again for buying me Spot back. I had a beer in the earring tonight with my friends Fred and Quinn. Buy you one too if you're ever at the Harbour. Ed. I think we did a good thing there, even though it was freaking expensive. Escalation on Drovia. In the aftermath of Banny's death and the shocking announcement broadcast by his murderers, the situation on Drovia has come to a head. Large demonstrations and some violent clashes with security, some of which were allegedly instigated by Saviant front members, have rocked the colony over the past 24 hours. Multiple stores, most of them Garian-owned, have been demolished and looted. Protesters were holding signs demanding Drovian self-governance. Others warned of repercussions for Garian murderers. In a statement this afternoon, Prime Minister Marav ordered the protesters to refrain from violence, but also assured them that Gara would see severe consequences for what transpired. Meanwhile, Garian Savant Council urged President Robertson to do everything in his power to prevent any further attacks, and anything else that could escalate the situation. Saviants on Gara are fearing for their lives, their spokesperson Ivan Broker said. We have heard many reports of people staying home instead of going to school or work because they are terrified. Gara's authorities and terrorism experts seem baffled by the Liberators' sudden emergence. They came out of nowhere, says Professor Melissa Wellard, expert on political extremism at Molina University. They did not emerge from an existing known movement, which is very rare and frankly strange. Interesting. Talk to Cat. Optional, go to sleep. Obviously, we're going to go talk to Cat. Neil, anything new? No. Shit, I'm so scared. What if those people are lying to you? What if they never planned on letting her go? I've talked to them. They assured me they're only after the data. They'll keep their word, okay? Tell you what, if we don't have her back by tomorrow, I'll come clean and ask the CDI for help. Okay, yeah, okay, that sounds good. Hey, Neil, I'm glad I'm not alone anymore. Same. I kind of missed talking to you these last few years. I'm so sorry I didn't spend more time with you and Laura. I just couldn't. It hurts. I know how selfish that sounds, and it is. It sucks. No, I understand. I can relate. I always asked you to take care of Laura more, but sometimes I felt like doing it by myself was easier than seeing you again and again. Hug! I'll get home and catch some sleep. See you tomorrow. Okay, see you. Okay, what's our objective? Go to sleep. Okay, we can do that. Besides, that should save, so... And we can... When did it say its last save? Last save 3 minutes ago. Oh, phone. Hey, Saito, what is it? Hey, Neil, I have good news. I rang an analysis on the bomb Moore was trying to place in the Korean church. This kind of explosive is usually used in mining. People outside that sector don't have access to this compound. So the odds are high that the Liberators have ties to the mining business. Exactly. Sounds like we're finally making headway in our investigation. See you tomorrow. Excellent. Still can't submit those other sheets, though. I feel like it was important that we went to stop the thing.
You may be asking yourself how I remained functional throughout all of this. How I didn't just collapse under the pressure and the looming prospect of losing my daughter forever. I think the truth is that over the years, I had gotten really, really good at tuning out the voice that always tormented me, that had always told me horrible shit. This was just adding to it. More to repress, more bubbling beneath the surface. Maybe if it had gone on for long enough, I would have imploded sooner or later.
Uh-oh. She's back. I really wanted to feed my lizard. There you are. Zora, what is it this time? Well, you lied to me. My boss isn't happy. I couldn't let you do this, okay? We caught the guy and are questioning him right now. I'll tell you everything. I don't think he knows much. His boss, Albert Cox, he's the bigger fish. He fired at my partner and me when we tried to arrest him. That doesn't change the fact that you were supposed to let us intercept that attack. Told you it would have consequences for Laura if you didn't cooperate. She was moved from her room to one of our interrogation cells. Pretty damp and cold in there, just a matter of time until she catches pneumonia or something. You fucking monsters, if she gets harmed in this, we're willing to give you one last chance. We'll have to rely on that back door to the CDI network after all. Taking the data back seems to be the best way to get our money right now. But we need your help to go through with it. Here's how this will go. 7 o'clock tonight, our hackers will commence the attack. But it will only work if we had someone who's physically at a CDI computer at that time. A new user named 4x458 will pop up and request admin privileges that you'll have to grant. Zora, I have no idea what this means or how it works. I don't even know if my account can do that. I was afraid you'd say that. I'll guess you have to ask a system administrator to help you out. How do you think that'll go? Hey, IT, could you help me invite some hackers to our network? Isn't there someone on your team you can ask? Someone who will believe you if you tell you're doing the right thing? You know you're talking about Saito. I can't. What if he says no? That's for you to figure out. You're a good talker. Force him if you have to. Once we're in, we won't have much time until we're kicked from the system automatically. We'll have mere seconds to navigate to the right folder. In order to make it in time, we'll need to have an idea where to find the data. For which, in turn, we'll have to know what that data is about. And that's your job to find out. How's that sheet going that I sent you? I'm making progress, but I'm not sure if I have all the information I need. Then hurry up. have to submit it by 7 so we can start the hack. I'm just going to go with okay. I'll call you once you send me the sheet. Make sure you're at a CDI computer with your friend to let us in. Put the data on a stick and hand it to us at 11 tonight. I'm sending you the coordinates to our meeting spot. It's a bit further out, so make sure to be on your way in time. If we get the data tonight, I promise you'll have Laura back tomorrow, but the last thing we ask of you. How am I supposed to believe you'll let Laura go? You can't know, you'll just have to take my word for it. If I drag Saito into this and he tells anyone I'll lose my job, I'll probably go to prison. Throw me a bone, I need to know she'll be fine if I do this. Tell me it makes a difference to you. It can't mean nothing to you to take a young life. It isn't up to me. You keep saying that, but isn't it really? Do you have zero control over what happens? If you can do something, please tell me it isn't all the same to you if she lives or dies. Do what I say and she'll live, okay? What if things go south, if Saito won't help me, if we don't have the right folder? Keep dodging the question. Tell me a human life has some value to you. It would end at some point anyway. Oh, give me a break. Everything is so easy if nothing means anything. I put everything on the line to protect the life of a criminal. Letting Laura go unharmed will cost you nothing in comparison. Whatever, your badge and gun betray you. You're a murderer like me. You're wrong about that. There's only one person whose death I'm directly responsible for. You know what? It fucks me up. It's been years and it still fucks me up. Is that so? I was chasing down a perp in a car, lost control and crashed into a building. The woman inside was dead on the spot, so quickly that she couldn't feel any pain or fear. That's what they said to me. They didn't put you away for it. No, they didn't. Look, most people are garbage. There's a good chance the world is better off without her. What about you? How would you classify yourself then? Oh, definitely garbage. Wouldn't you agree that the world would be better off without most people in it? No, human life has inherent value. And a bad person can always change. I've said what I came here to say. You know what needs to be done. Zora, go to sleep. Well, firstly, I'm going to pet Horace. Because, damn it, he's a good boy. And then I'm going to smoke. Because, fuck it, it's been a long day. And I'm going to go to sleep and hope that it saves. I got a bloop. Happy birthday! And it did save. Serve up lots of love. Okay. May do a talkie.
After I woke up, I stared at the ceiling for a while. Zora's words rang in my head. 7 o'clock tonight. I had to do what they asked of me, but I wasn't sure where the data they wanted was stored. I was running out of time. I sat up and made a decision. The sheet on the Liberators. I needed to complete it now. I had a feeling that all the puzzle pieces were there. If I found out who was in charge of the Liberators, I might finally understand what the data was all about and where to look for it. Or maybe I could force them to pay Zora's boss so he'd let Laura go.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think I know what it is and what the data is, but I don't know why. I'm assuming someone screwed it up. So, we've smoked 9 cigarettes. We can submit our sheet on the Liberators. I'm fairly certain it is Dyson, but I'm going to do that as we've saved. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see what the progress is. So it's 44% when we started. I just went straight into play, didn't I? I need to go back another step. Which save game will probably show me. 77%. So we did 33%. Excellent. So what we will do is end here. For today. Because it's been 2.5 hours. I am pretty tired. And I don't need to justify it. I had a good stream. And I got my random to-do list achievement, whichever one it was. So, yay. I need to remember next time to restart my console before I play the game, but also to report the problem, because it shouldn't do that. It shouldn't need restarting. Ugh, dodgy tummy. So yeah, cool. Right, let's see if anyone's on. Lots of people are on, but I don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna say thank you everyone for being here. Go watch someone who else is streaming if you want to, otherwise, you know, go to bed. And yeah, so this has been Lacuna, a sci-fi adventure. Oh, I see, Dan gets back just in time. It's like, I mean, you can make a recommendation, but I'm kind of tired, and raiding requires spoons, and I have to say hi, so you can make a suggestion for people to go and watch, but I don't feel like raiding today, if that's okay. I will be back on Saturday. I haven't decided what my Saturday stream time is going to be. 4 p.m. maybe? I don't know. Haven't decided. But I will be playing more Witchwood because we have 8 more souls to harvest. Sounds really bad, but they're bad people, it's okay. 4 of which I hope will get done on Saturday. And then on Sunday, story time of some kind. And then Tuesday's co-stream with Jessie is going to be Bermuda something or other. Down in Bermuda. Quick puzzle game. You're going to Nottingham on Saturday? Ooh, cool. I'm not going anywhere. I am tired. But yeah, we'll play more Witchwood. We have to find the rat in the market and the cat in the barn or something or other like that. Pull down in Bermuda. No, just down in Bermuda. It looks like a really cool sort of graphical puzzly type thing. Weird and wonderful. I think it'll be fun. So yeah, that's the plan. Don't hold me to it. Dude! So yeah, that is the plan. Yeah, cool. I've been Jo, otherwise known as Angel SK. Have a great night, everyone. Hopefully I'll see you later. Bye.